Well, still to come on 7 News on this Saturday morning. Feeling a little lonely on this past Valentine's Day? I'm sure.
No,
not you. No. Well, coming up, though, we have tips on how self-hypnosis can help you overcome the blues and then move on with things.
Plus, will we see any more snow this weekend? When we come back, Richard's going to have our complete forecast. Stay with us.
It's hard to believe Valentine's Day is come and gone already. I know you had a big, was that your desk with a big thing of flowers up there, the roses?
No.
Beautiful, beautiful, Dale. But it's hard to believe, though, that some people, you know, it may actually leave them with that lonely feeling at this time of the year.
Well, you know, it may sound right, but it really is true. And joining us this morning is certified hypnotherapist Debra Berndt. Good morning, Debra.
Hey, Debra.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You were just talking about that it's not just love, it's really just having a companionship that can make people, if they don't have it, feel pretty lonely.
That's true, and a lot of people think it's the internet, you know, where our society is more isolated and people are just kind of staying within themselves and avoiding people. But the real core issue is people just don't love themselves. They don't really feel they're good enough for friendships. They're afraid of other people. They don't feel people like them. And so what self-hypnosis can do is change that pattern of thought, because it all started probably when they were younger and their parents criticized them, or they went in school and they were teased. And you know, there was always those people in school that kind of were isolated and they didn't have any friends. And those people are adults now, and they're out there sitting home, and a lot of times their best friend's the remote control or the glass of wine or the refrigerator. And
yeah,
it's really sad.
It's very sad. And you had an unbelievable, startling statistic there just a moment ago. You said that 25% of the people in this country now live alone?
Yes, and that's up from 1950, it was only 10%. And another statistic, they did some research, and 25% of people don't have any person to confide in on
no
their
real
personal
friend.
problem. No real friend. 20% of people have one friend, and it's usually their spouse.
Wow.
And it's also not the people that live alone, it's the people that are in a relationship. They're in long-term relationships and they don't connect with their spouse. You know, they've been married for 20 years and they're sitting in front of the television and that's all they do. And they don't really have a conversation with each other. You see couples in restaurants and they're just kind of looking at their food.
Looking at the BlackBerry,
yeah,
using the cell phone.
Yeah, or that too. And you see the kids becoming that way too with video games. And we really, as human beings, we need to connect. We need to feel, you know, we get energy from each other. And when you go to the supermarket, how many people don't even say hello to the person at the store? I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so that was typical.
You didn't say hello.
When they said hi to me when I first moved here, I was like, are you talking to me? You don't even know me. So,
I love the supermarket in that regard, because it's a meeting place for people.
Yeah. So you really think, though, that when it comes to loneliness, it's actually less a lack of love for yourself?
Mm-hmm, definitely. It's because if you don't love yourself and you don't think people like you, why would you go out into the world and be social? Because then you're afraid of rejection.
Okay.
And so people stay in that little safe cocoon of their home or their job, and a lot of people work from home now. They're isolated, you know, they do their at-home work. And so they never really have that, they never build that muscle to communicate and be, it is actually a skill to be a friend and to be social.
And to be able to get out there and reach out. You brought some CDs,
yes.
DVDs, tell us about
and
those.
And the CDs you just listen to, you go to sleep to them or you can listen to them first thing in the morning, and they actually change that conversation you're having with yourself about that people do like you, that you have special gifts, that people want to get to know you. And if you're telling yourself that all day, you're going to end up attracting more people and feeling more confident when you go out. You're going to go to the supermarket and people are going to be happy to see you. And these, they're really wonderful. There's one I have for overcoming depression, which is a lot of times the research shows that people that are lonely are depressed, and I don't know what comes first, you know, the depression or the loneliness. And then I have another confidence. I have, you know, over 60 titles, but confidence and loneliness, and they really help retrain the mind and make you feel better about yourself and go out and meet people.
And how to talk
Build
at the supermarket.
self-esteem.
Yeah.
And how to talk at the supermarket. All right, Debra Berndt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Of course, if you would like more information, just log on to thedenverchannel.com, and when you get there, click on the big red TV button, and we'll give you more information about self-hypnosis and exactly what Debra is trying to help us with today.